everybody, and welcome back. More of the Outer Worlds. So far, we haven't hit a point where our ship's actually flying, but you know what? I would love to get there. Go ahead and jump back into it. We looking at trying to figure out how to solve this whole problem. Right now, Adelaide here wants us to power to this place from the geothermal plant. Guy from the town who's yet wants me to read from here from the geothermal plant to town. So it's an interesting dilemma. I'm not really sure what I'd like to do. Because like I said last time, clearly found some way to grow. That could be really useful for the town. Of course. That could be really useful for the town to basically but no. Maybe way that to happen. Find the 3 volts. I wonder if Parvati knows.
Yeah, huh?
Apparently not. Something about the I almost just pushed the damn medicine button again. See, I'm used to, like, in the Bethesda games, you push F, you go into third person. I keep forgetting there's not a third person option in this game. Push F, pick my... Been told that I oughta hacking because that would be a good idea. Considering oh. I kinda think good idea. Oh, there's wait till we found. Oh, they're reading a volume of a young mechanical. Okay. That found one though. I think when I just found in talking about. Kinda don't think. Oh. There. Parkour. Not what I'm looking for. The other thing is I don't know exactly where Parvati's dad worked in the cannery. It just said in that we've already found one in here. Makes me wonder if they're a big place. There could. I've already checked upstairs though, where we found the first. Nothing going. Is basement. Bugs. Yeah. That the guy who said he lost his hand. Yeah, we found a hand. Wonder it was that dude's hand. Pink slip. Clearly stuff in there. There's a thing that. Bones and gears don't mix. Another door. There. Stuff going on. If there was ever a place where there would be a secret book. All sorts of machinery. Yeah, that's the power regulator. But I could steal. I wanted to turn off the power from. I mean, lady has a point though. Absolutely, they definitely walk over to the other town, other camp. Oh god! Oh god! So I could shut this down and take that out. If I felt like doing that. Like I said, I want to explore other options and see what I might be able to do. Also, this office bothers me. Damn it. I can't. Barricade. That door. Way to get in from the top. Another door on the other side. Willing to be. I can. I don't want to just tell. Oh god. I kind of just want to tell Provide. Do what I'm about to do. Elf. Reed Thompson. I just want to have a look around here, buddy. Nope, nothing terribly interesting. Well, I have a feeling that other guide is not even gonna be anywhere on this planet. Unless there's more place. Yes! Back to you. Guess we'll just... That was an interesting head. Yeah, I guess we'll just head back over to other place. Mechanical lab. Been a minute since. Here he is. Thomas Cap.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found it in the community center archive.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I guess there's one more to find.
I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I don't know where else I can find it, but... Yeah, I don't know. That you find an emerald veil, so it's here somewhere. Where's Zoe? Can't really get any closer, so... I'd be willing to bet that that'd be the next I would look. Let's go talk to Zoe. We totally, like, completely murderfied her entire gang of marauders that she was hanging out with. But apparently they've come back. Ooh! That was his head. Alright, moving on. Ow. Yeah, the whole distant roaring thing. Pretty great. Hello, Zoe. We meet again.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
Love how you're literally smoking. I've been sent to find you.
Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Stefan told me about your favorite cereal, Chex Mix.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
Stefan wanted to watch this with you.
I see what's going on here. I'm being bribed. Well, it's working. I can't say no to my favorite cereal. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Your own fault. Well, I think quest now. Oh, return. Go back. The dissident hunter.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. Something about wanting to be an outlaw.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Have you?
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Oh! Yes! Alright. I do like the level up sound in this game. Okay. I think it would do. Perks. 50x. Deserters are now friendly. Well, I think it's time to head to that power plant. I don't get what the gun on the bottom. I could just fast travel there, yeah. Don't think I want to though, because in fairness, I haven't gotten close enough for it to tell me. Yeah, there certainly are a lot of weird. This, I presume, is the thermal power plant. Ooh, what's this? A rope? What's that?
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh, there's things.
Yeah, huh?
Okay.
Unexpected. Searching for unauthorized.
Yeah, hey. Let's, not take the front entrance, okay?
Search concluded. No dissidents found.
Good. That's good. Glad you didn't find me. Oh. Okay. Come by. Okay, no way to get in here. Have to go this way.
I'm ready for this. We're pretty good at this.
Yeah. Good. Build it without getting noticed. What else have we got? That don't look like water. Oil. Shock cannon. That's fun. Ah, I haven't gotten in. Like things did get in. Blast. It. I kind of don't want to go in that way. Even though it's probably not a problem. Honestly, I could probably just take him on with this. Oh, that's just flowers. You dead guys over here. Mostly white. Now then. Situation at Spacer's Choice guards and they're dead. This looks like tons of fun. There's a door. Ah. Get me now, fucking robots. Error. Security logs unacceptable. Policy. All security. Catastrophic event. Breach. Attention. Scheduled security updates. Due. Last scheduled security update occurred on error date not found. If you are a member of the Spacer's Choice security assigned to this location, please turn in your identification for immediate reprimand. For failure to do so may result in an immediate reprimand. I love bureaucracy. Disarm security fences. Good. What's around? What have we got? Mechanical Guardian something? Oh. That's a bit... Well, I guess we're gonna have to deal with...
Halt.
Just...
Everyone all right?
Alright. That wasn't so bad. Okay, so this is defense. Off. Around a little bit. I wonder what happened here. Look, the robots went a little haywire, but why? I haven't unlocked the ability to sell. Tech skill. See what I'm looking. I want things that increase my. I think I found. It's obvious there was some kind of a fight here. Bodies. I was expecting to find these guys being a... Ooh, a ship! Ding ding ding. Process this, you bitch!
Woo! Nice work!
Yeah, you're fucking right it is.
System.
Hello.
I know.
Perform this.
That's the last of them!
Hell yeah. That was cool. Into the geothermal plant we go. From the planet to your living room. Yeah, I guess after having fought some of these guys, there's not much for me. Even my dumbass.
Touch to the right.
Do I have any drugs that make my... Do I have any drugs that make my weapons more powerful? This thing's about to die. Personality attribute. Base health 25%. Or why not?
Hope we're doing the right thing.
My next sweeping.
Here they come!
Yeah, I can see why using my fucking time stop abilities is a good thing.
Halt.
Hello.
Investigate.
Hey, buddy. Boom. Yay, I did it. Health a little bit. Alright, so there's a downstairs and an upstairs. Is it both? Gotten a little bit warm in here. I'm just turn on my fan. At it. Real quick. Check how my oh, it's doing good. Computer's pretty new, so I get a little bit worried. Check on it. This one says exit. Guys, there's more to this floor. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's keep exploring this floor then. What we got here? Plant worker, he's dead. There's a vendor. Oh, that looks fun in there. How do I get in there? That'll take me out to the Empty Vale region. Yeah, this looks like definitely... Oh! 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 Oh, okay! I didn't know it was a fucking hologram. I thought it was a window. That guy lost his head. Okay, what's in this terminal? Error. Terminal memory purged. Maintenance logs purged. Personnel files purged. Company notifications purged. Messages purged. Personal memos. Purge incomplete. 2 files available. Ooh. I had to borrow your copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I needed the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. There we go. There's our 3rd book. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone haywire, gunfire, hearing some screams, oh la, I think that was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you, proud to be a member of Space's Choice family. Someone wasn't having a good day. Oh, I could have just gone in here. I didn't even know that door was there. Going on in here? Anything? Cooler? Looks like some very sophisticated mechanical devices. Oh, hello. I think this is the control room that we were out. That terminal is probably how we do things. Guessing I just picked up the terminal keycard. That's great! We're gonna go explore this fucking facility is what we're gonna do. There's more to this place. Well, I suppose if I reroute the power right now, I won't really be a problem until later. Botanical lab. Edgewater. Plant status. Master Control Terminal. Plant status. This access report brought to you by Space Choice. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant operating at 22% efficiency. That's horrible. That is so low. Power is currently being distributed to the Edgewater Saltuna Cannery. Mechanical Laboratory. Warning, structural damage detected. Notify your designated supervisor. Oh, direct power. Warning. Oh. Master Control Terminal. Warning, safety failures detected. High likelihood of Moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Processing error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. I see. I'll have to do some bullshit.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Will it, Parvati? Say that like it'll actually be easy. Edgewater. Botanical lab. Yeah, well, it's not outright attacking. Okay, that's great. That's locked. What's in here? Use terminal. Unlock door. Warning, the facility is in a state of lockdown. Authorization passcode required. Enter passcode. Spacer Thompson. Accepted. Personnel files. S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Personnel log 79. Chester Higgins again. That hullhead. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. I was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Note. Personal logo 87. Doesn't sit right with me. Companies have been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm gonna end up a chief of security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto mechanical never will. I don't know, doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Uh-huh. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room, might be able to shut things down. Will delete this entry if I ever return. Apparently never returned. Greetings, Security Chief Tanaka. This is an automated messenger initiated by Space's Choice Workers' Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero-G brew. Oh. I'm sorry. Apparently, my character didn't like that. Okay. I opened the lockdown room. Actually, I don't think I did. This... Probably the lockdown room right here, but I can't get in it. Said she was gonna make him mad. Oh, they're done.
System. Investigating.
Incoming! Coming! In a dip!
Come on, Parvati. No.
Coming back! Heading back! On my way! I'm on my way! On my way! Coming.
Okay. So the security chief said they were gonna make a mad dash control room. This here's the control room. So the idea would be to find a body somewhere between here and the control room, right? Or here in the security office. That's the receptionist. Security office is here. Where? Here. Doesn't seem terribly unreasonable, but I don't think person made it. I don't think that's the security. Maybe that person who's out there, heavy armor, could be this. I was just seeing if I could. Don't think I can. Don't think it matters.
Processing.
Process this.
Everyone all right?
Plant worker. There is, now that I think on it, they're called. Was there not a machine? There's a vending machine around, and I can totally buy more of whatever it is I need to get office down here. Buy more of those. I think I've been up here. Hello. Yeah. Okay, what is this? Unlock office door. Messages. Mr. Braden, this letter services as an informal verification of our company's displeasure towards your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant for reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact your office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. The Space's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Space's Choice is not a right, but a privilege. Oh, good. From Spacer's Choice. Oh, wait, let's look at. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration to your last letter, I've identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are unable to provide justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind you, the Oversight Committee, that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Mr. Braden, we have investigated the claims you made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing/canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhere profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The team of specialists has been instructed to refit and up population of auto mechanicals free of charge. In other words, they started replacing people with robots. What's this door? In here.
Clever.
Impact hammer. I love how we picked a box with lockpicks just to get more lockpicks. What's down here? All right. Oh, hello. Ah. Glad I did that. Never would have seen that. Oh, there we go. We need some egg pig. Bypass. I don't think either of these are what we need for opening doors, though. Here's a better question. What is it we need to open doors? So let me go check. Because I really want to know. I want to open this. Because I have 26 of them. What do I have 26 of? I only have 2 of these. Is it just my ability? I need 45 to open this? I think that might be what it... That's a shame. I don't think I can open that. Alright. Guess we'll have to make do without it, but really... I suppose I can always come back later, but I'm really interested in what's behind that door. It's some kind of a AI thing. Some kind of a chip. Oh, that's right, I have a blocking functionality. I totally forgot.
Oh, sweeping.
Sweep this!
That's the last of them.
No, it isn't.
Processing.
Incoming.
Okay, yeah, that one hurts. That one hurt. Okay. Use and also use this. Use one of these. Plant worker. Worker. Oh, there's a switch, okay.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
But specifically send power to the Veil? I can turn it off. Oh, I can't. Didn't think about that. I don't really wanna... I wanna send power to... What's her name? Better option. Also, because fuck the company. I'm sure Spacer's Choice will get mad at me, but do I give a shit? Borrowed a copy of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical... Volume 3. It. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all of our mechanicals. Not my place to say so, but doesn't run contrary to the Spacer's Choice possible? Just in case I'm audited, I'd like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of this space. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. Best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic module. Haven't had time to diagnostic, so I don't know what's modified. All I know is that these modifications are a recent refit. The company went through every single mechanic. Guessing this was the work of a visiting technician. I filed a report, but my said the company knew what it was doing. Ordered me to forget about any modifications to the logic module. Decided to do a bit by myself. Got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimentation. Hey. Higgins was the one that what's her name was talking about. Pretty chief. Security chief had mentioned Higgins up to something. Well...
No, just leave me alone!
Uh-oh. Well, that sounds like I can't really wait around, doesn't it?
Get away!
Alright, who's free? What, bro?
No, just leave me alone!
Can't help you if I can't find you.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Get away!
Probably down.
You're not real. You're not real.
What the fuck are you talking to? I think whoever it is down here, and crazy, might I?
Go away, Phantom!
Parvati! give Parvati a different. I have another helmet that does the same thing. Probably do. Ended melee. Oh. Probably not.
No, just leave me alone.
Higgins! You bastard!
Go away, Phantom.
Here's the third guide to mechanical. Excuse me. That thing.
Go away, Phantom.
Alright, you bastard, come here.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Listen here, Morty. Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
What is it you do here? How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh. And what exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Uh-huh. You were an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them. Right, was that before or after you became a Cis Pig Tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Okay, do you know a way to stop these things?
I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic modules. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Have you been surviving all this time?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Place looks like it's been abandoned for a while. What happened?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
I should go. I could totally kill him, but... I don't think I need to. Let's head back up. Do some more That stuff was over in the other room. Here we are. Now see, this door I could open if I had frickin'...
Okay, keep it quiet.
Yes, keep quiet. Or a lot.
Oh.
Parvati's having a fucking field day.
That's the last of them.
Alright. Now, does this reroute power...
Where'd they go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Yeah, huh?
I mean... It's weird. Okay, that's literally all I could do from here. Better be a good reason I could. Over here. Ah, workbench. Lovely. Okay, let me repair this. This is completely broken. What am I wearing? What am I wearing? Lockpick. I don't have what I need for that. Get some. The ladder that goes up. May do me some good. Do me a lot of good. Back up a little bit. That's great. Would do me some good probably to head back up this way. Grab lockpick. Because we had that, there was a machine, there's a in here somewhere. Enemies. Where those are at. You there, maybe? Seems like where they... Hard. Yeah, I think I should put my focus mainly into lockpick hack. I think not up here, but I one here somewhere. Here? Yeah. Cannot purchase this restricted item. Well, never mind then. I actually... I'm curious now. Let's head up to the control room. I kind of want to see what it looks like. No? Okay. Also, I'm curious. I don't know if I want to hit the third switch yet. I'm curious if I can yank out the power. Curious if I can yank, because this just occurred to me. I can yank out the power at my brain keeps blanking out. I can yank out the power at the cannery. Can I yank out the power at other plant? Question their life choice. That's a question worth asking.
System data.
Incoming! There's one. Everyone all right?
Ooh. All right. Is there a way for me to see what my current aptitude? Status effects. Health regen. I go over. Good to know. Flywheel? Why was that on there? Dead people. Ooh, this guy's hiding back here. Gyro site. Pig pick. Ladder? Up here. So here's the third switch. I don't know if I want to hit. Like I said, I've just realized it may be possible to power. Other place, not the camp. Now I'm being terribly dis. Starting switch. Auto-mechanical control terminal. Guard mode detected. Guard mode. Find intruder. Not identified as problem. Modified definition. Okay. So that would allow them to shoot. Now that they're all dead. Theory, yeah. Last route. Down to the next. Down here. Burn. Just the ladder. This is just where. That is the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. Climbing over someone on a ladder or through something. Realized. I think I figured out what I want to do right now. Like, I could totally. Don't know. That's an option. Realize now. I'm gonna see if I can go back to the geothermal. Or not, this is. Back to the botanical garden. Oh, I have a lot of stuff. That little. Clearly get their power from somewhere, right? Specifically from power plant. Wow, it's done. Yeah, this looks like. Oh. Like houses, right? Like this. Yeah, there is. Gotta be some. Pretty sure that'll hurt. Other player. Save my game real quick. Real stupid. Yes. Out. Yeah, I didn't think that'd go over too well. So how does... Like, I would think it would have to do this here. Come over here and try to... How do I just... Hurt.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
So, there's gotta be a terminal then to shut off. I would think. Around here somewhere. Some kind of boss's plate. To be in there. I don't think I can just yank it out. Power plant.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
There's a broken ass terminal that I can't. Again, use them. I this. That makes What happened? Or cut off. Edge what?
There's something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside.
Work your jaw. Music to my...
He's got some mag pick. Buy these from it. So comes the question. Now I have a mag pick, I can see what's in that door back at the is there a way to region? There we go. I could see behind that fucking door. Because whenever I try, that person comes in. Okay, what's in here? Nothing helpful even in the slightest. Just a fucking closet. Hello. Alright. Worth it.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Excuse me, you bat.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
I'm curious. What happens if I steal the power from this place? Transformer shutdown. Protocols have been disabled on all transformers. This is to prevent illegal tampering. Right. So, what do I have to do to make it function? Cause like that don't do shit. Other than like fuck at him. Doing this don't do shit either. I don't know, I'm not sure it's possible to actually shut that down now. Boomer shutdown process not operational. Uh-huh. Let's see. I don't know. Why don't we try shooting everything? Still working. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, here we go. No? Immune to grenades. Well, that's good to know. So much for being the cheap option. Jeez. Invincible.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Listen, friend.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do till I turn the power on. So let's go back over to the plant. Finish what we started. Do 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 do. I should have unbarred that one. And I did not. There it is. Now it's unbarred. Okay, dokay. Let's grab this last thingy.
The last. I'm not sure what the bite is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
You're damn right it is. Do I have to pick one? I mean, if I have to pick just one, I know which one I'm going to pick.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion, yeah.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Interesting. Edgewater's gonna die. Power. Deserters are a community, and I can't.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again.
Yeah, that's fucking important.
Plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering.
True.
She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Wow. Maybe worth it. Talk to more time before you. Just to see. See if I can get either. Whatever the fuck it. Busted ass terminal. Oh, still busted ass terminals. Power does.
Anything else I can do for you? That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are.
Yeah, but not like that.
The world can seem like a forest without end.
Okay.
And it is all too easy to lose one's way.
No, but really.
But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
Okay, that part might be true, but no, I mean, I actually don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me.
You can see my face.
Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
Problem. I was kidnapped by a crazed scientist and shot into space, but thanks for asking.
That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe you? Where did you say you were from?
Does the Hope ring any bells?
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
I never met anyone from the Hope. There were thousands on that ship. Actually, it's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors.
You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up.
Uh-huh.
Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
The board can go fuck itself. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the board.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you.
Why?
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering. I'm listening.
When I first talked to you, it seemed like
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
Don't imagine you get a lot of visitors.
My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Why are you telling me this? Until your power cuts out. Wow.
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough.
Uh-huh.
I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
Offer in good faith, you should consider it.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
You and Reed obviously have some sort of history. Let's talk about
Reed
that.
was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
I don't remember that, actually. There's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick.
Here we go.
We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him.
What a fucking
So
asshole.
I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Guessing Reed has his own side of that story.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
You've talked enough. Let's go talk to Reed. I think it has some explaining to do.
Abernathy's chipper today. Guess he wasn't playing.
Hoping I can get
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
mostly what I'm hoping is that I can get Abilene to agree. Basically to get the plant out. That would be a good idea.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it.
I wanted to talk.
Go ahead.
You seem, fixed on bringing Adelaide back to town.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Don't you people eat anything other than salt tuna?
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with salt tuna galore. No other brand of salt tuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, salt tuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Man, you should really try eating a vegetable.
A vegetable? You mean like hydrocale? Chewy, fibrous material that springs out of the dirt?
Hell yeah, bro!
I do not trust any food that grows out of the dirt. Worms copulate in the dirt. Did you know that?
Read. Brother, you need some vegetables. What are you canning here exactly?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of salt tuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate.
May I see something else?
Go ahead.
We need to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
How long has this plague been happening?
That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have developed an immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of contagion.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
You withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
And you let Adelaide's son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. Go ahead.
Have you taken a look around your town lately?
It is my job to keep 2 eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
Your town's falling to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Make it any less true.
I expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family.
Again, always lovely. But that's okay. I took the time to go reboot my modem, and I got hacks and all that wonderful stuff. I'm just on my phone over here, trying to make sure I don't miss out when it. Alright, we were just talking to Reed Thompson. I want to get...
Go ahead. Can we not?
Well, I guess that dialogue option's gonna be locked high, Perva. I don't know. I don't think it's possible for me to turn off the power in either one. So, yes. Let's go talk to... Go talk to Adelaide again. Let's see if, now that I've talked to Reed, she'll have anything else.
I'm listening.
No. No. None at all. Alright, I guess I'm forced to fucking leave one of them without power. That's just no fun. Question is, who the fuck do I in the shitter? Think about it, whoops. That I don't want to lose Parvati because she's a mechanic and I have a spaceship and I don't know what's broken in. But I don't really want to give power to Edgewater because the town's falling apart. It's dying. The company's not helping it because it's all a big piece of shit. Whereas the deserters literally are growing plants, which is exactly what could help everybody. Well, if I give the power to them, they could help everybody theoretically. But then the trouble is, they're not just gonna invite people into their camp. They're gonna wait for them to come from the town, so they could get killed by marauders or whatever the fuck is out in the time that it takes them to go from the town to the deserters camp. So I'm fucking somebody either way. Shitty. Continue. Redirect power to Botanical Laboratory. Blatant disregard. Company pride. What do you have to say about
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
I love how my only option is, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Go talk to Adelaide. Supposed to talk with Thompson.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
Hate the town all you want, it won't bring your son back. That seems rude.
Blunt as a hammer. But you're right. Nothing can undo the past. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
And a lot more mouths to feed.
Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended.
Now see, that's just shitty.
I'm curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
I didn't do this for you. I'm trying to repair a ship. I mean, that's true. Between your camp and Retanner, yours is definitely the better way.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board.
Hell no.
You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Okay, now. This fucking terminal's in fun? No, they're still dead-ass broken. What was the point? I guess we'll go talk to Reed. Different in here.
Move along.
Cannery's gone quiet. Never thought I'd see the day.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk?
Speaking of... do that right before...
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Alright, there is.
Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Goodbye.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Guessing... I'd like to talk to you about...
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Found your letter to Conrad.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to go rifling through other people's correspondence?
You were planning on stealing Eugene's gold teeth.
Excuse you. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein already belong to Spacer's Choice. And we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you.
That's a stupid logic.
What's on your mind?
Guessing you're the foreman.
Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Okay, bye.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Not really.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
I mean, that's the most appropriate answer given the whole corporate bullshit. But yeah, man, to teach you a lesson.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
Adelaide had the right idea. I had to make you...
Adelaide? Adelaide wants nothing more than to see this town suffer. To see me suffer. All you've done is satisfied her hatred. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
What's gonna happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Damn it. Sorry about all this, Reed.
Apologies won't give us our lives back. But for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
Alright, brother, see you later.
Something's
Here they
not
come!
Encumbered. Ow. Hangover. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can law offer. Law is optional, but provides you with a perk. Space's Choice found a flaw in you. Permanent concussion, having been hit in the head. Faculty. Attributes. No. I'm gonna actively. Well, good news with this. Not sure what that. Oh, hello. I will kill Reed Thompson.
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Yeah, you're right about that, brother.
Here they come! Got him all!
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
That's shitty. Power's gone. Hey, these guys are here.
How am I supposed to file a report with the power dead?
If the mechanic. Vicar Maxwell still.
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale, Captain.
I bet he's like, well, I picked a great time to leave. Sure did, friend.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Damn right Reed's hiding in there like a fucking... Oh. Well... Off we go. Faux windows. Where was the landing pad? I don't know if definitely everyone's gonna attack me, but I'm curious now, since I killed all the robots, if Mr. Kill the Robots has anything to say.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
I promise you that's not what it...
Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
Uh-huh. Sure, what if I agree?
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, a few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees. Really?
Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town.
Ah.
The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, does that mean it's modded? Oh. Well. Break this down. Break that down. That down. Down, break you down. Shock cannon. Bolter pistol. Rifle. And then we've got some things here, I imagine. Yeah, that's about... Okay. Oh, yeah. What's around this area, huh? So... let's get fucking drunk. I didn't really, like, properly explore. Curious what's around. This box. Stuff. Ooh, that looks like a... oh. Here.
Nicely done.
Oh, hello. Oh, howdy.
Got my sights on you.
Bet you do, buddy. Ooh. Pass shunt. Ooh, bypass shunt. Or just nothing. Okay. A model spaceship. Oh, those must be just tools. I wonder if those ships are from the board and they're just watching me. I'm also curious to know down there about getting there the painful way. What is that glowing red shit? Is that lava? That's cool. Hear noises. Jesus, is that noise? Sound. Noise. What the fuck are these? Wow, that was gross. Well, I don't think there's much else out here to look at. I'm curious to know, though. What? Oh, hello. This. What's that? What is that? Giant something. Okay. There's things growing out of this. There's a building.
Quick, don't mess with us.
Hello. Plant worker. What is this? Landing pad cutter. Famine. I've received reports of terror guests behind the landing pad. These reports are on my desk. I must begin reiterate my contempt. Problems endangered by the presence. Terror are caught. Ships terrorists deface terrorist properties. Droppings, raise nuisance. Deal with them. Ooh, what's going on down there? Oi. Something happened over here. What did I pick up? Landing pad, level 3. Is it red? Blue. Well, it's a unique weapon. Guessing crashed space can't go out further. Okay. Well, alright then. What's round the other side of this old crack? Or, well, this place. talking about down here? Okay, hey, hi, oh, whoa, whoa. What is that? Mega Sprat. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. I just fucking walked into that shit. Either they were burying this, or they were digging it up. Hack and lockpick. Dialogue. How'd he get us? Butterfinger. Oh.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Shit.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Yes!
I could tend to your engine. I can use valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing.
Yes!
And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
I need a mechanic. That's like the most important part. Yes! Please!
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Wow, somebody's excited. Ah!
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
See you later, Vicar. Oh dear. Yeah, I gotta... Why do I need to talk to Ada? I can just put the thing in the place.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Wow, thanks for that reminder.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Yep, I'll be back. A mechanic with me. Dooper dooper doo. Things are doing stuff. It's glorious. Ah! Come in here yet? No? Hey! Vicar? Like the stairs? Do ya? Hey, we're online.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power
All
regulator.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Oh. Yeah. Boom, baby. Against all odds, the Unreliable.
Request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Sounds useful as
It
heck.
has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has patience.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget like this? Can I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Oh, good answer. I'll put it together.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. There's space outside. Look at all that space, guys. Space is great, you know, I love space. What is this? Oh. Hey, there's Pravati.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
Huh?
I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
You think of the ship?
It's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
That's the ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but it does a good imitation.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I've been programmed to simulate.
Oh, I love it.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
Wow.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Is it safe to fly now that we got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Uh-huh. You learned your trade from your father?
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
You didn't like your classes?
There were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches.
What?
Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Okay. Toilet. This is what the rooms look like. Vicar around here. There he is. Ow. Yeah, there. Oh. Huh.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Oh, dear. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's...
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Are you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Weren't they proud of you to become a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is a part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
I see. Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Makes sense.
What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover some of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colony.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I mean, that's a pretty good question. My family, my friends, just the right thing to do.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Remind me, what are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Idea where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Captain.
This seems like probably Buddy's room. Bench. They're an older man with warm eyes. That's probably Dad. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Yeah, that's Pravati's room. Oh my. Hello? What are you? Uh-huh. Captain's quarters. Oh, baby. So like the spores of the puffball cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil we put down. Okay. Entry saber. I don't know what sleeping does for me. I suppose one. We have a light machine gun. Shovel. Light assault rifle. Oh. Don't really need pretty much any of these. Holographic Shroud. Holographic Shroud guys on you and your companion. Provided you have the correct ID area. Areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel. Act on site. That's good to know. Messages for Alex. First SAM result. Do not forget you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance auto mechanical and Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean bean killing machine. Be fun. Alex Hawthorne. Removal of factory standard part Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress back is estimated now to be months. More pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. That part lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news, I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker and who overcharged me for the information regarding location of an acid in Filch. This part sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Logs. Note to self, remember this later. No better. Ada, remind me that we log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point, I saw in actuality with my own 2 eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab. Sitting there for the taking. To look away or forget about it, maybe? Or if I had asked a smidgen more likely? Blah, blah, blah. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that pushed the boundaries of the mind and science. I figured they were stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells's shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there is more to the rumors. More to be had. Alex Hawthorne. Hammer power. The last time I got sloshed, I mean I was imbibing at the lost hope on the groundbreaker. Look, Udom was really free with the drinks. He's fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Martins yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the colony. Like none of us have ever heard that one before. But here's the good part. The Martits said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer power or something. Strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of those weapons that inspired Wells. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. The records show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damn, it's just sitting there neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without permission. Thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meantime, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to these others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. Gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Really? Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne's unread messages. From U Bedford. From Udom Wingman's Bedford. Wingman to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Well, someone seems to like Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne's archived messages. You Bedford. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tickets, and I noticed you knock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead found in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down in Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Oh no. That's message 1. What are the rest of these? Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Hello, hello. Hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear, dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like the ship. I hope you're given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, wingman. Hurrah, Alex. Hello, Udom here, Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope it wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance. I'm not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope Spectrum Vodka. Perhaps we could even try color? You know, really tie one in? Let me know. Sent messages. Look, there's no call for your shouting. My terminal busted. Had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink at the Last Hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. So theoretically, I could totally disguise myself as Captain Alex Hawthorne, because I do have the ID chip. And I could, you know, go talk to that Udom fellow. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. This has been fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I guess we'll explore around a bit, see what else we can do, and hopefully have a lot more fun. Alright, bye-bye. See you guys next time.